Hey soul family, how are you? I was listening to another spiritual teacher, this one, and she was speaking and she noticed the time and she goes 2:22. I just noticed the time, 2:22. So for who don't know, 2:22 means everything is happening exactly as it is meant to happen. With divine blessings for everyone involved, let go and have faith. Trust that it is, right? Let go and have faith. Spirit's got it. But when she said that, I said, oh, I like that you noticed that. I like that she paid attention to what was going on around her, right? And so then I looked at the clock, and by the time I looked at the clock, it was 2:23, which is my favorite sequence. A healing miracle is imminent, engendered by your unswerving faith and clear connection to one or more ascended masters. So I know who have heard and answered your prayers, and I know who my ascended master is that's talking to me. I mean, one or more, right? But this morning when I went to get changed, I heard wear brown, and I thought, okay, you need to get grounded. I just got wear brown. But it wasn't probably that. It was, there's a reason why I get certain messages, why we get certain messages. So wear brown. So, okay, if I'm wearing brown, I usually wear black. I very rarely wear brown. So if I'm gonna wear brown, I'm gonna wear different jewelry. I'm gonna wear a different coat, right? I've gotta wear my brown boots. So I put my, what did I grab? I went for the top first. No, I went for the leggings first. Got the leggings first, then I went for the top, grabbed the coat, thought, oh yeah, I love this. This is my magic coat. Remember, I called it my magic coat when I was up in Harmony. And I think of Willy Wonka and the magic coat. Somebody's got the golden ticket, and that's me. And so I put this on, and then I thought, all right, jewelry, what do I go for? And I went straight to the flower of life. As soon as I picked it up, somebody asked me, I'd like to see how you use sacred geometry in your life. I use it all the time. Metatron is one of my constant team members. And I've been working all morning, all night, sending Reiki healing out, and we started doing the fires for Australia, right? The people there, the animals. I started with the animals. I always start with the animals. They're my best friends. They always have been. That's why I'm aligned with Artemis. Artemis she's the goddess of the hunt, but she's the protector of the forest animals. And so my mind always goes to the animals, right? We are supposed to protect them. So that's my healing, and I'm sending it. That's where I go. And then I opened it up to everyone else. And then I got a message from my daughter. I sent her something at Christmas time, and it just got there. And so she sent me a picture of it, and I asked her how my Grannis was doing. That's my grandson. And I said, how? Because she said he was depressed and he wasn't doing well. And she goes, I'm a little worried about him. And so I said, how's he feeling? I'm sending him Reiki constantly. No response, right? Because she's not into the woo-woo. And so I said, look at the message I got from a woman in Australia. And I told you guys, I think I told the live feed, right? But I just found the message. I wonder if I can pull it up. Thank you, my precious friend. I was in a very restless, pain-filled sleep and woke up with my whole body buzzing. My wounds, which lay directly along my 2 chakras, were tingling in a way I had not felt before. Hubby even asked if I was okay. I said, I have no idea what's happening, but it feels like it's healing pain, and I just want it to continue because it's beautiful, laugh out loud. So we just lay there, and eventually I fell into a deep sleep. Then last night I checked into here, and I found your message about sending your Reiki. We sat down and worked out that you posted your message 7 minutes prior to me waking up the night before, feeling the way I did. I shared that with you guys yesterday, right? Darling soul, I can't believe you did that for me, and I will always treasure the intention. I receive it with gratitude and love. My physical body had so much healing to do. I've had 2 very long and major surgeries, and emotionally, and feeling so very drained from my health, from my home being in danger, from these fires, and simply the overwhelming blanket of suffering in this country at present. And, hold on, let go. Let go of that one. Not that one. I'm trying to figure out how to work. It's like copied on Instagram and it doesn't want to lift up. I cry at night because I'm haunted by the suffering. I lay awake at night crying because I'm haunted by the suffering of the wildlife and the faces of people in fear. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being such a vessel of love. One day I dream that I will have the opportunity to hug you tight and tell you in person how grateful I am that we met. I'm so blessed. XOXO. Telling you I was dreaming about Australia for weeks and weeks before any of this began. My connection, my family's connection. So then I asked her if she wouldn't mind if I shared it. And she said, of course, I would be beyond happy for you to share my comments. I've always had great belief in Reiki, but sheesh, that was something extraordinary. To come out of a sleep and know something powerful was happening, but not know why until after is proof, I reckon, laugh out loud. As what I wrote was in the comments on Instagram, send it to me. I wonder if I could send it to you this way and if it would work. So I had this, and I had this going, right? I was just reading this and just talking about it, talking to my daughter, talking and reading this. Whoops, these are driving me crazy. First of all, they're bent. They keep falling off of my head. They're totally bent. My contacts aren't working properly either. I'd like to get LASIK on my eyes. Ugh, frustration. Okay, but just talking about it, I felt the Reiki moving through my body. It just ignites because I've got it set up with Spirit. I've arranged it that it continuously goes on a loop. Now, when my attention is drawn back to a certain person or a certain place, it's to be recharged, right? And so then I go back in and I work with the team. We work as a team, right? I am a channel for that divine healing energy. Archangel Metatron is especially coming to me to focus on the children. There are children that need healing, especially right now. For who's listening to this, there are children that I am meant to be connecting with. I could be connecting with inner child, like your inner child, or it could be a child in your life that is needing this Reiki healing, right? So what I did this morning was I was speaking to, I just keep getting a lot of messages from people about the Reiki. And Angela, I think she's in Australia. She might be in New Zealand. And so I said, I got a message this morning. I'm strong, but I'm tired, right? I'm freaking exhausted. I said, yes, I am. Tired, exhausted, really, but determined. And being reminded daily by Spirit that the vital necessity of downtime, self-care, and playing is got to be focused upon. I am listening because I haven't been, right? So I've been sending out love and Reiki healing out worldwide, which is literally feeding my soul, and it's revitalizing me. So I got, again, last night, probably 3 hours sleep. But when I woke up and I started talking about the Reiki moving through everybody, it started to reignite it because I've got it set up. It's like on a program, right? It's kind of like when we do our shielding and clearing meditation with Archangel Michael. Once you've done the whole process of stepping in and imagining it go, you know, your Father filling you with unconditional love and filling you up past all your chakras, filling around, you've got the whole thing, right? Then you just say when you wake up, or before you go to sleep, Archangel Michael, can you do a sweep around my room, please? Clear out any toxic energy that slipped in that I wasn't aware, especially when you're run down because your defenses are lowered. Your shields are not as strong as they would be if you had proper rest, which I have not had any. And so do a sweep, and I'd like you to, like, can you stand at the edge of my bed and ignite all four corners? Make sure that I'm protected here, and also as I go into my dream time, right? And then I go bubble, new shield, back up, right, on the outside. So once you've figured that out, it doesn't take long. So it's kind of like that. I've got that set up with the archangels as far as the healing, the Reiki healing, that, and I'll explain it with this. So I wrote that, and Angela wrote, same. That's where she's at, right? And I said, where is it? I said, Reiki sent. Just say I'm open. I've set it up with my spiritual team that any and all that ask for it will immediately begin to receive it, as my intention is that it continually be sent, and that when my attention is brought to it, I will ask Spirit to recharge it and allow me to be the channel for the divine healing energy. And she says, thank you and your team. I said, thank you. I accept. I saw your notification and instantly started talking to my team. I have my string of fairy lights. This is what I wanted to show you guys. I've got my string of fairy lights set up around the room. And I took down my trees, even though I didn't want to take down. I didn't really take them down. They're actually outside in the living room with the cats. But I took down my forest tree, and I didn't want to. And I was looking at the lights this morning as I was getting prepared to get online and work again. And I realized that as I was starting to feel the Reiki moving through my body, this is the connection. This is the united collective of which I am just one, right? We all connect. And when one connects, and I connect to another, and then you connect to that one, and then you connect to that one, it starts amping up, it builds, and the energy is stronger and stronger. So I said to my landlord, I'm leaving my lights up. I'm leaving them up because to me, that's the reminder of my team. And so as I sit here at work, right? I would get another message in, and somebody would say, oh, I'm feeling blah, 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 and I would go, let's go. I said, add them to the string, right? Add them on, let it go through them. So this morning with my daughter, I'm talking quickly because I don't want to take up a ton of time at the beginning. I'm sending lots of pictures of, Reiki cat. Reiki cat doesn't leave her friends down. And so my daughter she doesn't believe in God. She doesn't believe in spirit. So when I was telling her about Trey this morning, I said, what's wrong? Okay. I said, I sent all of those things to her, right? So that she could see what the woman said. I said, I'm sending him Reiki constantly. Look at the message I got from a woman in Australia. I sent her Reiki because she was suffering. I wasn't sure what was wrong, but she's a nice person. And I chose to send it. I said, if she didn't want it, it would come back to me and my body could definitely use it. And I said, then she said nothing for way too long. And often, I don't hear a lot from my daughter anyway. I usually only hear when she needs to tell me something. She doesn't do a lot of responding. That's just one of my challenges in communication. So I said, so after a little while, she wrote back, he's way better than us. And it's interesting. Song right now, I'm crippled with anxiety. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Okay, so the message is not this full song. Don't pay attention to the rest of the song. She's crippled with anxiety. And so is her husband, because they started this new business and they've got a big house payment and they've got Trey and they're working and they're tired. So no doubt that's why he's way better than us. He's a kid. He was moody and feeling depressed, and she didn't want to deal with that because they're falling apart too. So I said, I'll send you Reiki too. It really works. You don't have to, and then I waited because she said nothing. So I said, you don't have to believe in it. You just have to be open to receiving the healing energy. I say that a lot of times to people that don't even believe in spirit at all, right? You don't have to believe in it. Don't believe in it. Just say, okay, I'm open. Just say, help me. Just say, I'm willing. Just say, show me, right? You don't have to believe in anything. Just say that. Just be willing to have an open mind. So just be open to receiving the healing energy. I said that was the only thing Grandma did to relieve her suffering. My mother had pancreatic cancer, and she was extremely in pain for 2 years, and I wasn't aware. She used no medication, none. The only thing she used was Reiki healing. I said the last call she took was Dr. Tan in San Diego. Remember, she was on the phone for 45 minutes while we were there. He's a Reiki master, like I am. Now, it's interesting that my daughter probably would talk to somebody else, and any of us are like this, right? You could hear it from somebody else. Even with myself, I had no idea my mother was so connected in the spiritual community and the work that she was doing. She didn't tell me. She didn't talk about it. I wish she had, right? I don't know why she didn't. So that's a message in itself. Maybe people don't know how you truly feel. Maybe people don't really know the gifts that you have, and maybe they would be open to it, right? So and then I went off. Right? I thought, all right, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it because, I know it works, and I'm just going to freaking send it anyway. If she's open, she'll get it. If she isn't, it'll bounce back to me or circle back around to my grandson. So she wrote back, I believe in energy. We are energy. I believe in energy. Okay, but I don't believe in spirit. I don't believe in God. I said, laugh out loud. Yes, we are. And I said, I've been running on 2 hours sleep a night. And with the Reiki I'm sending out and receiving back, I feel energized. So I'll send it to you. When it comes to you, you may feel it in several ways. A tingling sensation, a warm flush, or prickles, like when your foot's asleep. Some feel it like a wave, kind of moving through your body. I feel like I've got butterflies in my stomach. So I said that's because my solar plexus and sacral chakras start to spin. Well, that was probably getting a little too woo for her. So I said, I'll start to send it now, and let's see how you feel it. And I didn't even realize that, and I just went to work, and I saw that she put K. So I went to Spirit right away, and I said, okay, you know what? She's open. She's open. Show her. Prove it to her. Prove it to her that this is really happening. Let her noticeably feel prickles, a warmth, a chill, a flush, a wave, something, a thud. I don't care. Let her feel it. She needs to feel it to know it. I'm feeling it in prickles in my hands. I always feel prickles because I'm the one who's sending it, right? So I said, I sent it to you, Jenkins, and Trey. Jenkins is what she calls Jacob. So nothing, no response. And that's fine. I don't care. Wherever my grandson is, he's going to be in a better mood. He's not going to be as sad. So it made me feel like there is a child in my life, my grandson, That's who needs my help. So I gave him a hematite bracelet for his birthday one year. It's beautiful, and it's Reiki charged. So it needs to be recharged. That's what I'm getting. You need to recharge it. He wears it, he likes it, which is really cool for me. I wanted to show you that I am keeping the intentions alive, right? This is the asking for rain for Australia and anywhere else in the world that needs it. The one outside I refilled, it was completely zapped. All the water was gone, which is interesting. You would think the water in here would go faster than the water outside, but it was gone. And the water outside is sending life-giving waters, whatever you need, to the world. That's my intention. And it's set out there with angel wings, rose quartz, and raindrops, and green healing stones for Archangel Raphael, who clearly is working with me too. All right, those are the things I needed to tell you. There was one more thing. If it pops up into my memory, we'll talk about it. There is one more thing. I'll let you start. One of the items that you're going to choose from is the Shaman Stone, the Sacred Journey Stone. Where do you want to go? What you want to risk? I'm not looking for somebody with superhuman gifts. I'm looking for somebody just like this, right? Somebody who's open, somebody who's loving and kind and willing. Somebody I can turn to. Okay, this is the Sacred Journey Stone. Ready to go? I am, and as I look over here, I see my 2 rockets taking off, right? The fluorite and the rutilated quartz. But we used those the other day, so what we'll use is the United Collective. Whenever I look at this, I always see the Galactic Federation of Light. These are all the crystals coming together. These are Lemurian crystals that were sent to me. There's 3 Lemurian crystals here. And there's Amazonite, and there is, oh gosh, I won't remember all of them now. Turquoise. Lepidolite. What are you? I'm gonna have to look you up and figure. This is leopard skin jasper. Okay, that was the other message. That's telling me the other deck. Okay, I knew I needed to be reminded. See, Spirit will remind us of the things that we need to know. Where's the deck? I'm looking for a specific deck because which one will it be in? I'm gonna go to this one. The animal that's been coming to me today, and normally the messengers that show up are bird messengers because of where I live, right? But the animal that came to me is the leopard and the cheetah. Those are the 2. Funny, I've got my leopard blanket right behind me. So, but what I was looking at was, the last thing I was looking at was a cheetah. And the cheetah has sudden bursts of speed, the fastest cat. It's fast, faster than a car sometimes. And, but it's short bursts of speed. But it was sitting. It was waiting. It wasn't going yet. So that's what showed up to me first. So I knew the animal messengers needed to come out. The Sacred Journey Stone, this one. The Aventurine makes me feel like I'm going on a journey. So this is Aventurine, this is my yes-no stone, right? Okay, let me ask a question. Show me a yes, please. First of all, clear. Watch my hand, you guys, I'm not making this move. I didn't used to trust my mom either when she would use hers. Okay, show me a yes, please. Thank you. Show me a no. And I'm not talking to anybody else but me because it's my higher self that I'm connecting to, okay? All right, so what I wanna know is, do I split the cards between the 2 decks? Do I use one card from each deck? I already knew the answer. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I'm trying to move faster. I'm trying to move faster. That is a message to the universe. I'm trying to move faster. My body's trying to move faster. And what was I supposed to do? Remember, as the cheetah that wanted to run, I was sitting. Look at the colors I'm wearing too. I'm wearing cheetah colors. Oh my God. Okay. The next item, so that's 2. The Peaceful Buddha, since I'm supposed to chill out. Peaceful Buddha's got a lot of jewelry on. Oh, is that me? How funny. Oh, I should be wearing this. The one that I made the other day in honor of my spiritual twin and self. I love this one, yes. The Peaceful Buddha, okay. Peaceful Buddha is in meditation. The Peaceful Buddha is made of wood, which is, again, grounding. And Peaceful Buddha is in prayer right now. So when we are wondering what we're meant to do, prayer pose. I've been praying a lot, right? And this is respect. This is getting centered. This is listening to what your own higher self is saying, listening to the voices inside your head, not the ego voices, the ones that are coming from the ancestors, right? From spirit, from your guides. What's sitting on Buddha's lap is a chunk of pyrite, which I just found out is actually poisonous. But it's protection. So it's right on their lap. Okay, that's my message. So I was supposed to be holding on to jet or any black stone, black obsidian, and I have all of my beautiful intention stones sitting here in a dish, but I also have my jet. I got my fish, Merlin. Oh, what a good idea. One of them dropped inside the side of my boot and it just sat there. That's a good idea if I don't have enough room in my bra, because I've got like 4 crystals on either side in my bra. So I got Merlin his filter, and he's so much happier. He was gasping for breath, which is not good. Okay, so that's just a message to me. So I'm gonna actually put them in my boots. It'll probably ground me and protect me. Okay. I've just got that right now that there's something going on. And somebody might be getting information that people have been talking behind their back and have been causing a problem, but it's okay. It's gonna end up okay in the end. Just detach from it. Detach from it. You'll know what to do. You're gonna listen inside. Your next item that you're gonna choose from the Iron Horse. The Iron Horse. Unstoppable. Forward movement. Assistance by spirit. And the Brandenburg Amethyst. This was a stone that my spiritual twin and I were very much supposed to have. I keep the representation of him in a amethyst geode, but I didn't even realize I had Brandenburg Amethyst. So, okay, that's it. So, everything I'm looking at is earthy. Isn't that interesting? Every element I'm looking at right now screams earth to me. Every one of them. So, every one of us has, well, we all have these energies within us. So every one of us right now needs to get grounded. Every one of us needs to hold on to some aspect of our earthiness, whether that be getting calm, getting grounded, getting centered, getting rooted, being compassionate, loving. Self-care is extremely important. Yeah, there's people that are suffering from flu symptoms because of ascension issues, right? Ascension, we get flu-like symptoms. So you could be having stuffy head, fever. So it's about self-care. It's very important for all of us right now. I don't have my calendar yet. I know we have an eclipse coming. Something's about to happen. So the horse represents forward movement. So I'm going to call that air. Element is the black horse. The iron horse is air. The journey stone is going to be fire, because the shaman, I'm a shaman, I'm a fire. I'm just calling it fire. The peaceful Buddha is going to be water element. Oh, I got an extra one. I already picked aventurine, didn't I? Okay, maybe I just need to hold this. All right, so then aventurine, I skipped the Brandenburg. Aventurine is going to be air, fire, water, earth. How interesting. Of all the ones to choose to be earth, I wouldn't have chosen aventurine. All right. I got a really cool little cabinet, if you guys see it, to carry it right down here. It holds all of my extra decks. And because I wanted every single one of them available to me. So we're supposed to have an affirmator. One is sitting out here, but we need an affirmator. Oh, I know, man. Things are slipping. They're also telling you to just let something slide. Let it slide. Let it go. Release it. Let it slide. Let it slide past you. Let it slide off your back. Right? Don't sweat the small stuff. It may not feel small, but Spirit says it's going to be fine. All right. The decks we're working with are right here. We're going to start with the shaman stone, which is fire. Fire element, correct for neutrality on all levels. We're going to work with the Circus, Divine Circus Oracle. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So if anybody would like to jump in, like I was getting messages on YouTube from people after I posted the video that I recorded the conversation the Soul Family and I had. and I shared it on YouTube, and people are saying, yes, please, thank you. And I said, go jump in. If you want to jump in, I've arranged it, you know. All you have to do is say, yes, I'm open for it. And as soon as they say, yes, I'm open for it, Spirit knows. Add them to the list. Add them to the light. It just charges it all up for all of us, right? The more energy is moving through it, the stronger it gets for everybody. I love being, that was it. I love being part of the United Collective. I wrote to my brother Ryan this morning. and I wrote it to him just a little squirt because he doesn't respond to much, right? He almost never responds. Oh, you're giving me messages. And he did respond because I told him about what, I gave him a compliment. What man doesn't respond to a compliment? I said, hi, Rye, I wanted to tell you I was just hit with a wave. See, you know, sometimes Spirit hits the wave, right? Hit with the wave. And my first thought was concerning what I was shown. Ryan, I thank you for reminding me of the importance of not working so hard all the time, for remembering the importance of playing. Because Ryan's always, his mother works for the airlines, and he's always flying all over the world. And he goes and he, you know, aligns the grids, or he's everywhere. You know, he was just at the Taj Mahal, and he was just rock climbing somewhere, and he's like freaking all over the place. But he's always having fun. And he dresses up and has costumes. He is the, you know, the leader of Team Light. And I used to laugh, and I'm like, you know, everybody has a gimmick, right? But I thought about it this morning, and I thought, you know, he's connecting so much to his inner child. Why? That's what we need to keep ourselves young, right? Connecting to your inner child. So he goes, yes, work hard, play hard, set goals, and vacation time for yourself. I said, well, I've got the work hard down, Pat. Setting goals, absolutely. And meeting them, but the playing, I've slacked off way too long. I let it slide, right? I've been actively sending Reiki healing out to the animals worldwide and then to the people. And then I tell him the whole story about blah, 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 right? And he just read it. And I said, I know I'm a healer, I know I'm connected, but it sure feels good to see how others can feel the healing hit them. My intention is that you feel this healing hit you in one of those ways. As far as vacations, I've been working myself into the ground and not doing that, forgetting I'm just one. And he's always in all his pictures going like this. If you guys know Ryan Jerome, you might be with him on Facebook. We dreamed together when I stayed at his place in Sedona, and it's pretty amazing. So I said in the United Collective, I love the name Team Light. I love that name. I love being Team Light. It makes sense, right? We're all on each other's team. And proud to be connected to Soul Family, who is actively coming together to help heal this world. And you don't have to be a spiritual teacher in order to do your part, right? Okay, the card that came out for fire is rah, rah, rah. It's perfect. Look at this. Fire, right? So the number is 10. The number 10 is talking about the end of something, the end of, well, we just ended the last year, right? We ended the last decade. So we're into the new decade, but it's the end of something else as well in your life. Song right now is the one, would you still hold me if I did this, that, or the other, would you walk away, right? Even if I scandalized you, cut you down, criticized you, tell a million lies about you, what would you say? Could you love me anyway? So I think about Spirit and how many times we've done things like that, right? And they never give up on us, right? Ever. So right now, I'm seeing the divine light here. When I asked the Father to fill me with unconditional love, I use the sun, right? The divine masculine, forward movement. It's everything grows with the sun. Nothing would be alive without the sun. Look at the light on top of her head. So Spirit says, have you had enough of the darkness? Would you like to step into the light? Hell yeah. Have you allowed fear or doubt, anxiety, frustration, anger, self-recrimination? Would you still love me? Listen to him. Can you still love me? Somebody doesn't believe that they're lovable. They probably were told as a small child things that made them believe that, and they're uncertain about it. There may be frustration that they have with themselves, thinking they can't manifest what they can do. As I've always said to my spiritual twin and self, you can do anything you set your mind to. Know it, right? It takes a lot of courage to leave this darkness behind. You can choose to walk away from it. I'm wearing Willy Wonka's coat, my magic coat, right? I can do anything in this coat. So step into the light. I said I love being a member of Team Light, right? You don't have to ignore everything that's happened to you, but everything that you've suffered has become a lesson that's become a tool in your tool belt. So put it away in your tool belt until you need to pull it out and use it as an example. It's gotten you to the place where you're stronger, right? You might be feeling still a little unstable. This one is what would you be able to? Maybe this one's just coming out of the darkness, right? Would you, if you knew that about me. But look where the light's coming. The light is coming from behind her, right? Song right now, I'm a bad guy. So step into the light. Let go of all the negative. And instead of saying and affirming all of those negative words, start affirming the positive words, right? Trust, reassurance, comfort, commitment. Say whatever you need to say again and again until your body believes it. I choose to believe everything is fine. I choose to believe everything is going to work out. Remember I said somebody's been talking about you. You're going to find out. Somebody's done something at work. You're going to find something out. It's going to be very upsetting, but it's going to work out in the end. Don't let what I'm being shown is the ones who did it, they've already dropped their swords. They're not even interested. They're walking away from it. They don't have a charge on it, but you do. You're not letting it go. So it's going to infect you, not them, right? So I choose to trust everything's going to work out because Spirit says it is. There's an ending of something. There's an ending of the way I look at it, right? I'm willing to pay more attention to what's happening right now. I'm not going to go back in the past and hang out there. I'm going to let this sun come out from behind and light up my life. This is your wake-up call. Basically, the world's telling you that the spotlight is on you, so don't let it be. You let it shine from behind and illuminate your crown. But you're going to be seen, right? And even if nobody understands, there is somebody that understands. There's a lot of us that understand. Maybe nobody in your vicinity understands. Don't sweat it. Smeared glasses, right? They can't see clearly what's going on. That's the problem. So you need to stand. Maybe you just need to let them see your light. Remember I said, maybe you should say something about what you're able to do. Maybe you could help people. Maybe they would be more willing and open than you think. I didn't think my daughter would say okay to that, right? But she did. Maybe she's been listening, right? So you're going to need to stand there. And you're going to have to stand there and be patient on Spirit. And you're going to have to trust and have courage and faith and allow your light to shine. Allow yourself to be a beacon. And if you've been a while in the dark, that's okay. We were all there once. And we all go there. I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy. That's I keep hearing, right? You think you're a bad guy. So stop focusing on that. Stop putting your back to the light. And maybe you think that you're going to step into the light and it's not going to last. It's going to wash off of me because I'm inherently bad to the core, bad to the bone. Well, don't believe that because those are what the dark energy wants you to believe. The dark energy that made you feel insecure, insignificant, like you weren't worthy, that you didn't matter, that you couldn't do something, that you weren't powerful. All the lies that you were fed, that you started to believe, that is what's talking, not Spirit. Spirit tells you you can do anything you set your mind to and not be afraid to allow your light to shine. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What's your affirmation for fire element? Woo. And what's interesting is I'm an Aries sun, right? We've talked about this a gazillion times. So apparently, I like this. We come into the world, the element that is our moon sign. So it makes sense to me. I came into the world Pisces, moon, right? That's the trusting, very, very connected to Spirit, very, very, very super sensitive to animals, to everything. I was very, very much that way. I still am very, but it makes sense. You live your entire life trying to grow into your sun sign, which is an Aries. I have lived and gone through everything I've gone through in order to make me strong, in order to make me determined, in order to make me be able to endure, right? That's why I went through all I've been through, and in order to make me a leader. And the world sees you as your rising sign, which is, for me, Gemini. Makes perfect sense because Pisces and Aries, they're completely the opposite, right? That's bipolar. You're freaking bipolar. She's like this one minute, and then she's like that the other minute. She's got two faces, right? I got a lot more faces than that, but it makes sense. So I'm just interested that, that's why I say we can't just focus on the zodiac, right? You got to look at your sun, moon, rising, sometimes even, I don't know, whatever else you have. We've got all the elements pretty much in our chart. And that message didn't feel like that applied to me. That wasn't my message, because I do that. I got no problem with that, right? So I'm not resonating with my fire energy right now. I'd be curious to see. When I look at these messages, I'll know which energy I'm emulating the most. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the affirmator for those who chose the Journeyman's Stone? How interesting. The Journeyman's Stone is what I said. I chose that stone. I love that stone. The Journeyman's Stone. I see a forest and a river. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm looking at. I see where I grew up. If you go to my Facebook page, The Angel's Whisper, it's called, I think it's Angel's Whisper. I don't think I could get The Angel's Whisper. Angel's Whisper. If you go to that page, you'll see the banner picture, and it's that. It's where I grew up. Correct for neutrality on all levels. That one. I like it when they drop it or pop it. Okay. Engagement. Somebody wants to engage with you. Today I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I made that choice. I am no longer an island. I will take a new route and I will talk to strangers. I always do that. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. I don't understand why that part. If I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. The only thing that I can get from this for myself, I mean, it might mean something to you guys. Why would I be inside a 7-Eleven? The only time I would ever go inside of there is if they had gas that you pay for inside, and I don't go inside, I pay outside. So 7 is the sacred number, right? If you stay on your spiritually illuminated path, it will exceed your expectations. And 11 is a divine number. It's the divine union. It's a sacred number. It's double 1 for emphasis on staying positive. And so 7, you're on the right path and the outcome will exceed your expectations. This number is a sign that divine magic is supporting you and opening doors of opportunity. And 11, stay positive. Your thoughts are materializing rapidly. So you want to ensure positive outcomes by focusing only on the good within yourself, others, and the situation. So if I'm inside there, so I'll engage with all other people unless I'm with spirit, right? At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. No pressure. Okay. And what you see is a fish and an octopus. I love this analogy. They're holding sparkling apple cider, cheering each other, right? Because I don't like to drink. And they have cheese, or I don't know what they have. I don't know what they have. It could be chocolate. The octopus, when I look at the octopus, I think, oh, how interesting. I always saw myself as the octopus. An octopus, the message is, an octopus is like a best friend. Your best friend is like an octopus, stuck to your face, right? They never let go. And I'm looking at that, and I always thought that was me. But I'm looking at this fish, and the fish is wearing glasses. I always thought the fish was my twin. But I'm the Pisces. So here, this is showing me that's the element that I'm in. My sensitive element, right? I live in my Pisces element. So I think that's interesting. What does it mean to you? The octopus and the fish together. The octopus has got a visor on. How interesting. A green visor. Healing. He's got healing going down upon his head. He's wearing a bib. It's the inner child that's being healed. Remember I said the inner child or child needs our healing? I needed to lose you to love me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the peaceful Buddha, I just got a warm flush. Okay, so I just asked, wow, and now I just got a chill. I asked my spiritual twin to show me when he was connecting with me, when he was hearing me, when he got the Reiki. I said, I need for you to show me. I want to feel it. And it's going to be in one of those ways, a chill, a flush, or, well, the solar plexus spinning. That didn't happen. It normally does. But I just got a huge flush of heat. And it's cold outside today. My landlord came in and said, dang, it's freezing out there. So he's connecting. So that's good. He's getting the healing. That's why I said that, the healing. The inner child is getting that healing. Yay. Yay, see? And thank you guys for connecting, all of us, because the stronger you connect, when you connect and you want healing and we send it to you, it amplifies it to everyone else. So my twin's getting it from all of us too. So yay, thank you for that. It means my grandson's getting it too. I asked for that too. Oh, that's my baby. I asked him also to show me. So that's why I got a flush and a chill at the same time. Awesome. Trey got it. Correct for neutrality. Oh, my twin got it because they just showed me the native. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the peaceful Buddha. Wish somebody would have told me, babe. Someday these would have been the good old days. Okay, so the message is a blessing in disguise. For those who chose the peaceful Buddha that's weighed down by all of this heavy jewelry. Why do you have so much heavy jewelry around your neck? So what I'm looking at is sodalite, lava, mostly sodalite and lava, which is friends. This is a friendship stone. So weighed down by friends, needing more healing of self. I'm going to take the weight off of him. There you go. All right. There's too much weight. Carrying too much weight. Carrying too many other people's issues, right? So blessing in disguise. When you get a blessing in disguise, the number is 23. I always think of Michael Jordan, slam dunk. That's his number, right? 2 and 3 says 5, and that means that there's a change taking place. And the change is taking place because it needs to take place. Something's not working. You're weighed down. Look at all the jewelry upon this one, right? Weighing you down. Why are you wearing that mask? Look at the chandeliers for earrings here. So right now, a blessing in disguise is obviously something that you don't consider a blessing, right? It's like getting fired from the job so that you can be allowed to pursue something out. It's being asked to leave your house so that you can move to a different location. It's having friends fall away and feeling alone and outside of yourself, knowing, however, there's a reason for this, and it's because you need to move more towards your soul family, because blessings in disguise are not recognizable, or they wouldn't be in disguise, right? Sometimes you know, oh, that's a blessing. Yeah, right on. Thank you for that. But there's something that's happening here that you won't know. You don't understand it. It's concealed. It's either happening at your work or now. Remember I said you're going to find out something that's going to be happening at your work. And it's not going to feel good. It's going to feel rotten. But it's going to work out. And let it go. Watch your mouth. Watch what you say. Remember, my client this morning made a statement, and I said, well, you said that. I said, that's not unconditional love. That's conditional. And he said, well, I was just mad. I didn't really mean it. And I said, you got to be really careful about what you say when you're mad. You got to be really careful about what you say when you're being sarcastic, because those are the things we manifest. It feels like a ripoff, because the things that you want to manifest, it feels like it's so difficult, because when you want something too bad, it doesn't happen, right? You got to ask for it, let it go. Intend it, let it go. So when you say, oh, well, blah, 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 and then you forget it, generally happens. So don't say it. And if I'm reminding you of something that you said that you actually don't mean and you want to take it back, say right now, cancel, clear, delete. Disregard that, right? I didn't mean that. I was upset. Whatever. But you're being told, watch your mouth. Watch what you're saying. Words are very damaging, and you could get yourself in trouble. So Spirit knows what we need, even though we don't. We think we need something different. We think that it's good to pile a whole bunch of things upon us. It's good to help friends. It's good to have friends around. I'm showing love. Yeah, but you're drowning in the net of all of, you're drowning because you're exhausted, because you're trying to help too many people and you can't. You're not the be all end all, right? So right now, there's a blessing that's masked to you. It could be a challenge, it could be a struggle. Like I said, an example of what I said happening. For me, I see a blessing in disguise that that my daughter was so overwhelmed, that my grandson was feeling moody and depressed. That's not a nice thing. You don't wish that for somebody. But the fact that she was feeling desperate opened her up to allowing that healing to come in, right? That's something that I could do to help my daughter. That's something that I've never been able to do with her accepting it before. That's a big deal. It's also allowing her to actually maybe start feeling that Spirit's actually doing something, right? Song right now, I'd walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you. I want to do something to help my daughter, right? Just let me help you. I'm good at this. I know what I'm doing. Maybe that's a message to somebody else. Maybe there's somebody in your environment that knows something that you should allow them to help you. They're good at what they do. So something's not obvious to you. It could be what I got this morning as well is you're going to get information in the form of a delay, a change to plans. It's going to be challenging, or it doesn't have to be challenging. It depends on how you look at it, because Spirit says it's actually in your highest good. It's going to possibly be delivered in a not a very nice way. Maybe the person is not very smooth in their delivery, but what they're telling you is truthful. So the change of plans, like I said, it's going to turn out to be in your favor, because it's going to allow for something else to happen that's better. And even though when it happens to us, we generally when something goes a completely different way than we were expecting, we think that we have failed, or that the whole thing has failed, or that, oh my God, but it's actually something better. You're sure that that's not the truth of the situation. You're looking away from me as I talk to you. This horse is looking away as I was speaking. No, you're wrong. Sometimes it's the wrong person saying no, so that the right person can say yes. Wow. Wow. Message to self, right? It could be blocked from going back to your past. Remember, I kept trying to go back to Sedona and Spirit kept blocking me. I wanted to go back. And I wasn't allowed to go back. Why? It's a spiritual place. Why am I being kept here, treading water in this place? There's a reason for it, right? There was a blessing, a hidden blessing. And we're going to realize how much Spirit actually is tuned into us and how much we are very loved, right? Stay in a place of peace. Ask Spirit to help you deal with whatever it is that's going on, whatever it is. You don't have to worry about it. Whatever it is that's been the worst, whatever it is that's caused the most chaos. It's working out to your benefit. It's working out in your highest good. I didn't use the spirit animal cards. I said, are we going to do one and the other? And I got no. So I can't go and give everybody. So why is that? Is it my fault because I'm so tired? Do I split it half and half? Do the other people, do I split it half and half? Does everybody get a message from the Divine Circus Oracle? Everybody gets a message from the Divine Circus Oracle, yes or no? Well, it's consistent. Does anybody get a message from the spirit animal? Yes. Does everybody get a message from the spirit animal? Yes. Okay. I guess we're doing that at the end. Wow. All right, we're going to the horse because the horse was being obstinate. Who did I say the horse was? The air sign. It's not an air sign, though. It's the air element. It's somebody who's very logical, somebody who's in their head a lot, overanalyzes a lot. Very fit with long legs. And long hair. Wow, don't you turn away from me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, I'm laughing. Sexy legs this one has. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Dang, I love this black horse. Remember that one that said, could you still love me? And they saw themselves as dark? I'm a bad guy. That's what you think, but in all reality, this is what you are, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the iron horse. I did. And then we have to do aventurine. Where is it? In my lap? I don't even know where I put it. Over there. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So we did fire. We did... Who was the Buddha? I don't even remember. Correct for neutrality, doesn't matter. I'll look at it later. I've got this was my mother's bookmark around my Buddha's neck. And I'm just looking at the heart, but it's stars, right? My heart, you are my star. And it's got love on the end of it, right? It's a very light, it's a light necklace. It's not freaking something that's gonna weigh you down and freaking drown you. Correct from neutrality. And it's open-ended. Oh, yes. It's not a leash, right? It's not a chain. All of these are on you, right? This isn't. This is free. Freedom. Song right now, or message right now, that's the sound of BMW. Oh, I love how Spirit talks. I think that's so funny. Those who know me will understand why that's funny. Correct for neutrality on all levels. That one? All right. Correct for neutrality. No, we need an affirmator for the Buddha. We did an affirmator for the shaman people. Now we need an affirmator for the peaceful Buddha. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Did we? Did we do one? I'm so tired, you guys. Oh. Okay. I think we did because I was sitting here flipping stuff around. Nature. Yay. So, for the peaceful Buddha, it's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of that man-made box. Take a walk in the woods, smell those flowers, hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggery and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. I like that a lot. It's very applicable. Rare, raw, real. Black horse. Naked, open, and vulnerable, but you're not looking too happy. You're looking a little snotty. 42. 4 and 2 is 6. Too focused on the material world. Focus more on your spiritual world, and all the other stuff will be brought into line, right? Or 6 talks about nostalgia, memories from the past, people coming back from the past. It also talks about balance. It also talks about ultimate victory after endurance, right? 6. So something in you wants to be shown. I like this. Step into your native role. Look at that. Something wants out. It's different. And it's not necessarily copacetic, PC, the way others want it to be. You are feeling naked and vulnerable, exposed, raw. You've got your battle, your warrior paint on, right? You're not sure that you want to share that part of yourself, the real part of yourself, and open, expose yourself to the world. But the world wants to love you. There are more people that want to love you than don't. So Spirit says, we want you to peel it all off. It's getting hot in here. Remember I got that flush? It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Take off all that armor, all that hiding and that protection. Take it off, whatever it is that you've been trying to bury under. Feeling my way through the darkness. Guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey ends. Nor where it starts. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. That's fine by me. So wake me up when it's over. I dreamed this song, I dreamed this video 4 years before it was released. Pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. And we are all one part of the United Collective, right? Everyone that has that mark. So funny in the Bible, I mean, not the Bible, but in religion, I grew up hearing about the mark of the wild beast, right? And those are the ones that were the bad ones. And I'm laughing because I now talk about having the mark, the wolf pack, right? The mark of the faithful, of the hopeful, of the wild ones, of the ones that come out of the darkness. The United Collective, right? Whatever you've been using for protection, get it off. And whatever it was that caused that to make you want to cover up, release that, right? Whatever that shame, angry, this one is pissed. It's not the truth of what you are, who you are. You're sending out signals that say, back away. Remember I said, don't turn away from me? He had his head turned away from me. I said, don't turn away from me, face me, you sexy beast. Right? Oh my God, my trailer is called Sexy Beast. Don't you turn away from me, you sexy beast. Right? Underneath your layers, you're going to see the beauty of who you are, because we're going to tell it to you until you believe it. That inner light that wants to shine. I've been carrying the weight of the world, but I only had 2 hands. Hope I get a chance to travel the world. I've had all that weight upon me, right? But I'm going to let that fall away. And then I'm going to realize the light inside of me that's been trying to get out. And once it's ignited, man, it's going to freaking shine. Spirit doesn't say that you need to get out there and scream and yell and cause a big scene. You don't have to, because you're just going to be a glowing ember that's going to draw. You're going to draw others to you. The light is drawing you to it because you are the light, right? It's calling you home. So right now, drop the whole act of trying to be perfect. That big badass, right? You're trying to be a big badass when underneath there's just a little pony that's so desperately wanting to play and be loved and run, right? But run and frolic, not run away, right? Stop being defensive. Allow all that love and care that you give to other people to come and be given to yourself. You need to be your own best friend, right? When we hold that energy out, when we send that energy out, sometimes we don't see it coming back to us because we don't feel we're worthy of it. But when we recognize that we're worthy of it first and we give it to ourselves, then we can give it back. We give from our overflow, from our abundance, right? Then it bounces back. When we step into the string and we're just one of the lights, right? We're one of the lights in the United Collective. We don't have to be the light. We don't have to have all attention on us. We don't have to stand out. We just need to step in line and be one of the United Collective, and then we light up. We're not going to be worried about judging or being judged by everybody else, because we're just one of all of us, and we're all the same, right? We're on the same team. So Spirit wants you to be brave. Look at you. You're very strong. You're an iron horse. You've got what it takes to move forward. Horse represents forward movement, assistance from Spirit. So stop thinking you have to do it all by yourself. Black represents elegance. You are protected, Black, right? But you protect yourself too much, because this isn't really what you look like. This is what you look like, right? I know what you look like. I've seen your higher self. So don't be worrying about being a little different. You know what I'm looking at right now on this guy? I think this is hysterical. If you look at his muzzle, I don't know what you call on a horse. If you look at him really close, I know it's probably just the way that this one's been made, but his mouth, his nose, it looks more like a burro, more like a zebra than a horse. A horse's muzzle is not, you see the nose, the way it drops down? Stubborn, right? Turning away. Look how muscular this one is. Strong, resolute, and iron, like iron will. This is definitely earth element, right? I mean, air element. This is like a freaking judge or a lawyer or a police officer. You know, lighten up your freaking energy, dude. Drop the cover. Drop the cover. If we could just go like this. Have you ever seen it? I've seen, I don't know what show it is, and they unzip the horse and out comes a completely different one, right? The zebra that's inside of there, or the white unicorn that's actually hiding underneath this dark mask. Correct for neutrality. Song right now. Maybe I should stop and stop confessing, right? I've been shaken. Correct for neutrality. I got the lucky ticket. Correct for neutrality. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is your affirmation? That one. Oh my God, same one. Engagement. Somebody wants to engage with you. Today I make the conscious choice to engage in the world in an active way. I put him down and he's still looking away. Stop that. Stop that. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I'll smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. Right? I just heard I have a reading waiting. Okay. Get the visual, right? That inner child was getting Reiki healing sent. And I said, open up, babe, I'm channeling you. It was coming in at the crown, right? And it's a bib there because it's the inner child, and it's the babe. In my case, it's the babe. And I'm the fish with the glasses. That's funny because I'm in my Pisces energy and you're in your freaking King of Swords energy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the aventurine, which is love, healing, growth, abundance, right? Nothing holding me back. This one's free too, right? Woo! Correct for neutrality on all levels. What's the most important message for this sign? Divine Circus or the animal spirit? Divine Circus would be a yes. I knew it. Ha! So they're gonna get we're all gonna get one from that group, but this one wants to be focusing on the animal inside. Ooh. So I got a message, and it's not for everyone, it's very specific. I got it when this started to swing both ways. There is someone who swings both ways, okay? No judgment, I'm just saying, there is. And this one is resonating with the rattlesnake. Okay? That's a message for you. Wow. I just need to ask if this is it. Show me a yes. Thank you. Show me a no, please. Okay, so left or right? Okay, do I shuffle the cards? Thank you. Was that message just for me? Do I share that message? Okay. The message that came up is the Koala Spirit. And the message is for everyone in Australia and for everyone that's worried. Spirit has a plan. Okay? Spirit has a plan. I never felt so loved. The animals are feeling their love. They're feeling the energy. They're feeling all of the prayers. I never felt so loved. Spirit has a plan. The plan is to pull us all together. Trust. Even though it feels like it's moving slowly, and they need it right now, Spirit has a plan. So have faith and trust. Don't feel you're going to be let down. Don't be just mistrustful. Put your faith in Spirit and expect the rain to fall. Expect them. They will not be wiped out. They will survive. I already got that. They will not be wiped out. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And you who has the rattlesnake as your emblem, you know who you are. Correct for neutrality on all levels. This message goes to you. Wow. Dog spirit. Be loyal to who and what you love. I love this dog. This dog is this is a Burmese mountain dog. I probably will never have a purebred again because unless I rescue one, I've always wanted a Burmese mountain dog. They're so beautiful. You should, oh God, it is you, because They look like teddy bears when they're little. My son has a little boy, and his name is Teddy. So, dog spirit, dog represents love, loyalty, protection, friendship. And the number is 19. 1, keeping your thoughts positive. 9, something has ended. Well, it's about to end. It hasn't ended quite yet, but 1 and 9 comes to 10, so it is ending. Something is ending, but something else is beginning. 9 says, you've got everything you need in order to move forward. Light worker on your spiritually illuminated path. And look at the necklace and the jewelry. Remember all the jewelry that was weighing you down? You've got blue eyes. Holy shit. Rolling on Dubs. Snoop Dogg's song right now. Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood. So Snoop Dogg was a gangster and he became very religious. So remember the one who felt they were dark. Hold up. Hey. What do I need to hear? It's called The Next Episode. Wow, you guys. How freaking on is this? 1 and 9 is 10. Something is ending. Something else is about to begin. The next episode. You know who's back? Taking chances. Out of town. Dr. Dre, straight off the streets. California love. California bud. With my jeans on and my team strong. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Smoke weed every day. He don't love you anymore. Walk that fine ass out the door. And do that hair toss. Check your nails. I want to know, this is amazing to me. Snoop Dogg, and here it is. It's the Snoop Dogg, right? So be loyal to what you love. So I want to know Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. There's two. There's Dr. Dre. Now I get it. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Gangsters. I know he did you wrong. We can do it right. Okay, somebody's done you wrong, but that's okay. Walk your fine ass out the door, Mr. Sexy Legs, right? It's okay. Somebody's done you wrong. Somebody's done something wrong. Your partner has done you wrong, is what I'm getting as a message here. Be loyal to who and what you love, dog spirit. 9, you've got everything you need in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. There's Dr. Dre and there's Snoop Dogg. There's 2. So one of them swings both ways. One of them did something that feels like they don't love you anymore. So walk your fine ass out the door. Do your hair toss. Check your nails. Don't sweat the small stuff. Remember, in the beginning, you're going to find out about something at work and it's going to be upsetting. But it's good in the end. It's going to be good in the end. So don't allow it to affect you. You think about Snoop Dogg. I think about Snoopy. That's childish, right? So it's a parody on things. So if you don't want to end up in prison because you're living illegally, tell everybody your name is this rather than that. Rather than allow anybody to see your true identity, including your victims. We took a hard left but we're all right. Wow. This is going out to, this is my song. This is my song for my sexy beast. When the bones are good. So what happened, right? What happened? Your partner was crooked, right? You don't want to end up in prison. You take a hard left to get the hell out of there. Exit stage left, remember? Wasn't that what the cheetah did? We're in the home stretch of the hard times. We took a hard left, but we're all right. Yeah, life sure can try to put love through it, but we built this right, so nothing's ever gonna move it. When the bones are good, the rest don't matter. Yeah, the paint could peel, the glass could shatter. Let it rain, because you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know any storm we're facing will blow right over while we stay put. The house don't fall when the bones are good. Call it dumb luck, but baby, you and I can't even mess it up, although we both try. No, I don't always go the way we planned, but the wolves came and went, and we're still standing. And when the bones are good, the rest don't matter. The paint could peel, the glass could shatter. Let it rain, because you and I remain the same. When there ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know any storm we're facing will blow right over while we stay put. The house don't fall when the bones are good. Bones are good, and the rest don't matter. When there's no crack in the foundation, I know any storm we're facing will blow right over while we stay put. The house won't fall when the bones are good. So you're being asked to remain loyal to who and what you love, no matter what they do. You be who you are. You are loved. Spirit loves you. That one doesn't love you. He don't love you. You walk out the door. That's fine, right? That's fine. That's not your person. Not right now. So you surround yourself with the ones who are like you. You surround yourself with the ones who love you, who recognize you. This is a good message. This is a Burmese mountain dog is a rescue dog. They rescue others. They focus on others' love and others' healing and others' health. They're committed. They're devoted. And they will experience all of the love that they give out because they deserve it. So, unfortunately, sometimes loyalty to people and situations can become codependency. We can become attached, right? We get stuck. We get enmeshed. Remember all of the necklaces that were on that run's neck? But look at the one that's there now. Just that light one that's got an open ending, right? No millstone around my neck that's gonna freaking drown me. That's misplaced loyalty. You're afraid possibly of an attachment. You're fearful of an attachment. You're fearful that someone else is not going to be loyal. You've been betrayed. Or you feel like you're being betrayed, or you're growing apart from someone. Still keep your love. Sometimes a relationship has to go away for a while. Sometimes it has to have space. Sometimes people have to grow up a little bit and evolve. That's how we grow. By learning, by distance. But you need to keep your love, your loyalty and love together. Keep your loyal heart. Oh my God, you've got a ruby right in the middle of your third eye. Wow. I'm looking at, I'm not just reading for myself, but I'm getting my own messages. I'm actually looking at myself here as a Burmese mountain dog. And I'm being told to be loyal to what I love. The greatest loyalty is to love, right? But it's also self-love. And that's what Spirit wants, is for us to love ourselves. Love ourselves. That man don't love you, walk your fine ass out the door, right? Love yourself. I needed to lose you to love me. Sometimes that's what happens. Remember that message? Sometimes someone's gonna come stomping through your life with their combat boots and slam the door in your face and say no, so the right one can say yes. Right? Burmese mountain dog. Wow, dude. Why do I always think it's somebody else instead of myself? Right? I have had so many years of conditioning growing up in religion to put everybody in front of me that I never give credit to myself. ever. Look at this dog. This dog's got blue eyes and brown hair and light hair. This dog is wearing a long loose chain. This is me. And this is you. And we have everything we need, light workers, in order to move forward on our spiritually illuminated path, and it will exceed our expectation. Something has ended. The old codependent attached ways and feeling the need to hide ourselves and not be recognized for the light that we are and not allow love in. That's ended, right? Wow. Okay, affirmation, and then I'm going to give, I'm going to do a Divine Circus. I honestly intend for these to be short. I don't know why they end up being so long. 2 flew out. Good Lord. Nebula Warrior. Something inside of you freaking wants out. It wants to get out, and it's ready to bust loose. And this one is Alice in Wonderland. It's what I felt like when I went to Wisconsin, what I felt like when I went to Sedona. All by myself, right? What the hell's going to happen now? Who knows? But be open to it, because it's going to be a wild ride, and you're supposed to go live it. And you can live it. You've got scars all over you. The Nebula Warrior. You look fierce. What's interesting is what I see and how I described myself in the beginning of this reading with my fire and my Pisces. I said I live mostly in my Pisces, right? Which is my child side, right? That's where I mostly live. Sensitive, childlike. I'm ever optimistic. Sometimes I'm too much in a dream world, right? But there's this side of me too. That's the shoot, man. I don't know who that is. That's the warrior. That's the warrior in me. That's the Aries. This is a defender of freedom for self and others. This is the one who fights on behalf of others, right? This is the one who basically Spirit says, we want you to pull your darkness and focus that darkness in a positive direction. We all have darkness in us, but take that darkness and focus it positively. Bring both sides of yourself together. Right now, there's something in your world that needs to be healed, because, I mean, if you're going to be one of the two, I'd much rather be the child one. I'm wearing all the fun colors like that side. But there's that other one inside. So there's some things that we need to fight for. We're being initiated to fight for something. But how do we fight? I fight the darkness in the world by sending Reiki healing, by sending love. That's me fighting against what the dark energy would want us to do, right? Cry, be depressed, be angry, want to go to war. I don't do that. My war is love, right? Love bomb them. Love bomb them. I've been hearing that. Look at that. Look at those hearts, the color of the green chakra, of your heart chakra. Love bombs being dropped all over Wonderland. Be a warrior for love. I'm not afraid of anybody or anything, right? Not at all. I don't follow other people's rules. I follow the rules that I have to follow, but I don't follow anybody else's rules. Neither does she. So whoever is working with the adventuring spirit, whoever chose that for yourself, you are freaking powerful, right? And the stronger your energy becomes, the more resistant to the bullshit you become, right? You don't have to make it be dark. You don't have to harden you. You just know that you have that in you, right? You're powerful. You use your power in an effective way. Don't think that I'm afraid of you, because I'm not in any way whatsoever, right? You might see this, but this is inside of me, right? This is what this message is for whoever it is that chose this. So, but what did we say? Something you're going to find out. You're going to find out that people were talking about you. You were going to find out that people are maligning your name. You're going to find out something that was going on at work. And what were you supposed to do? You were supposed to watch your mouth, right? You were supposed to not react, not go after anybody, not lose your cool. Because when you lose your cool, they get your energy, and that's what they want. We want to give the energy in a loving way. That way it doesn't sap our energy. Because when we do that, we join into the United Collective, right? It's all moving through everybody. We just join in. I don't give you my personal energy. That comes from the Father through me. I'm a channel. I connect to the light of everyone else, and we move it through, right? But when you get mad, people take your energy. And that is what you're not going to do. You're not going to lose your cool, right? You're going to use the force that you have, not for fear or anger or wasting your energy on being overwhelmed or frustrated or maybe even getting paralyzed into not doing anything by worrying about whatever or whoever, right? It's garbage. All of that's garbage. When you're a warrior of love, you win. Love wins, period. Always. Love always wins. Always. Song, I'm a rebel just for kicks now, right? I'm a rebel for kicks now. So, bam. All right, so we got that. Now we're going to do the affirmation for the last one, and then we're going to go back and give everyone else their animal messenger. Woo! That was quick. Manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You're holding a magic wand. Holding a magic wand, and you can conjure up anything that you wish. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, that you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it that, just in a practical sense, the more people you speak about what you desire, the more folks out there know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen. Like, help me get that freaking trailer together, right? Get my truck fixed, right? Manifest me the proper place that I'm meant to be. Bring me the love of my life, right in front of my freaking face. Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. Remember, be careful of what you say. Be careful about what you wish for. I would say oftentimes, don't even give a name to, if you want the love of your life, don't give them a name. Don't give them a face. Don't give her a name. Don't give her a face. Just say, you bring me what is in my highest good. The love of my life is obviously going to be in my highest good, right? Maybe I've thought, just leave it that way. All right. So we're going to go to the animals, and we're going to ask for, we'll go back to the shaman stone, correct for neutrality. We're at 1 hour and 21 minutes. I don't know why this has to run so long. I do have a client waiting. Ooh, there's a message in here, a hidden message. Okay, this is a really cool message in itself. There's a hidden message in something. Pay attention. Keep your eyes open. When we decide to live more conscious life, we see signs of grace everywhere. There's a hidden message. Awaken. Hidden message is coming within another message, or within a song, within something, within a glass, within a glass, within the glass. I don't want to be somebody without your body next to me. Within the glass. Within the glass. So within the mirror, there's a message. Within the mirror, there's a message. Oh, I get that. Okay, so we often get mirrors. I have clients that have stories that are the same story as mine. That's why, we all do. If you start paying attention, it's kind of scary. With my work, I get exact message mirrors. It used to freak me out because I used to think it was always the same person pretending to be different people, but there were mirrors. And so there's a mirror hidden. There's a message hidden within the mirror. Undercover. Badger spirit. I think of Wisconsin Badgers. Badgers are fearless and bold. For the ones who are the journeymen. Don't say starry, everyone's watching. Bad idea, right? You're asking the wrong people. So what they're holding on to are cosmos. I love cosmos. No, they're not. They're black-eyed Susans. Black-eyed Susans. I'm saying these words because they might mean something to someone. I'm also seeing Native American art. The color turquoise, the stone turquoise, the feather. What kind of feather is it? A vulture feather. Death, transformation, and rebirth. So, the number is 4, which means angels are all around you, completely guiding, protecting, and loving you. So this may stand for, low-flying angel. One, for somebody specifically, this is a native that is now gone back into spirit. Those flowers will mean something to you, those feathers. Death, transformation, rebirth. Okay? So you're being asked to be fearless. You're being asked to be bold. You're being asked to trust in your own higher wisdom. Badgers can be really freaking mean, man. So this person might have been a mean person before they went into spirit, but now they're love, right? It may be somebody in this world right now. They could have been bipolar, the black and white. I don't want to be somebody I don't want to be that way. I'm looking at a ladybug too. Ladybug says your wishes will be fulfilled. So spirit wants you to be committed. and to be persistent to what is your truth. Your truth. Not anybody else's, what yours is. Check in with Spirit, because that's your team, right? And take a risk. They want you to be outrageous. Look at this outfit this one's wearing, right? They want you to be willful. Whatever is going on outside, it's a temporary situation. Everything is working in divine timing. Song right now. Just shoot for my heart. If it feels right, aim for my heart. If you feel like it. This song cracks me up. I swear I'll behave. Listen to this. You wanted control, so we waited. I put on a show. Now I'm naked. You say I don't care. My ego is big. I act like a kid. And I don't give a shit. But take me by the tongue. I'll control you, right? I don't even have to touch you. I can own you with my eyes. I can own you. And then she steps up and says, excuse me? You want to take me for the night? I'll show you. Or maybe it's him that says it, right? Maybe it's him. Wait till the voice comes in. So they're telling you to be bold. They're telling you to go for it. They're telling right now about a relationship. They're saying all green lights are on. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Sometimes when you feel like you're broken and scarred, but it feels right when you're with me. So make me believe. Make me believe I have the key. Get in my car. You can ride it wherever you are. Get inside it, but you want to steer. And I'm shifting gears. I'll take it from here. So there's like a control issue, right? So somebody was acting like putting on an act, but now they're naked. Come on, come on. But then still being a little bit arrogant, right? Wanting to control things because they think the other wants to control things. Best thing is not to control. Nobody has control of anybody, right? I'm going to shuffle till we get to the next ones, and then we're going to tune into what she has to say, or he, right? Could be both sides. Because I think they have the same thoughts, same feelings. You want to know how to make me smile? Take control, own me just for a while. If I share my secret, you're going to have to keep it. Nobody else can see this. So watch and learn. I won't show you twice. If I share my secret, you're going to have to keep it. Nobody else can see it. So there's a mirror in the glass, remember? There's a message in the mirror. There's a message in that. So for those, wow, for those who chose the peaceful Buddha, the koala, Spirit's got a plan. So relax. Spirit's got a plan, and the plan is way grander than yours. Teddy bear, look into my eyes and I'll own you. You know what I think is the truth of this song is that it's the same for them both. We both know that it's the same for them both. So why are they, what is the competition? I don't like competition in lovers. So right now, Spirit says that there's a possibility that we're chasing around after things, we're distracting ourselves. We're trying to get ourselves distracted because we don't want to think about that, right? I'm trying to keep my distracted so I don't have to look at what I really want or what I really feel. So we're being asked to trust. We're being asked to trust what we feel. We're being asked to trust that, like the koala, slow and steady wins the race, right? Be patient. Be peaceful, right? Be peaceful. Everything's here for you. Spirit's got a plan, and it's freaking awesome. So if you've been feeling mistrustful, right? The temporary conditions that are shit, that we're scared of, right? They are temporary. Spirit's got a plan. Spirit's got a plan. I couldn't be there even when I tried, but you won't believe me. People are making up stories. And like they're telling both sides of the story with the other person not even being there. So it seems like there needs to be communication. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the horse, the iron horse with the sexy legs. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Huh. Dragonfly spirit. I've got dragonfly lights up behind me. See? Hold on to your dreams, right? Smoothly fly over your emotional waters. This is an insect of both realities, of the water, of the sky. Color is blue. Communication. Two. Keep understanding everything's working out the way it's meant to work. It is. So it's talking about the truth. What did I just say? There's an illusion, right? I thought that it was, they're like having a conversation with somebody who's not there. They're answering for the other person without literally having a conversation. So there's an illusion, right? So the truth is above the illusion. So see past the illusion, says the Dragonfly. You have to see past the illusion, beyond the illusion. Call in the great horned owl to help you with this. Because there's information that's going to come out of nowhere. Remember, there's going to be a mirror, a message in the mirror. Something you're gonna get just out of nowhere. Like I've been getting through this whole freaking reading. You're getting a peek behind the veil because you're being allowed to transcend the illusion. We're not separate from spirit. We are connected to spirit. We are absolutely connected. The horse just fell over. Maybe you don't understand what I'm going through. It's only me. What are you gonna do? What have you got to lose? Make up your mind. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Why don't you do something? So all I'm looking at is unity. I'm thinking about unity of all the lights. And why is it that everybody's remaining separate when they don't want to be? Love. Sometimes we overlook it. We don't recognize it because it comes in a different form. So Spirit's telling you that there's love all around you. I'm waiting on you. So open to the truth of what Spirit's trying to show you in that mirror, in that glass. The mirror is like looking at your reflection, right? In your mirror. There's truth in your mirror. This one's wearing a crown. You know your truth. So tap into your inner wisdom and recognize the truth. Go beyond the illusion. For those who chose the Aventurine, he took me back to East Atlanta. This song, I loved him when I left him. I knew I loved her when I left her. I loved him when I left him. So it's like a lot of distance between all these songs, right? There's love there, but no communication, which is ridiculous because both want that. Both feel the other doesn't want it in some way, because if they did, why don't they reach out? Well, maybe they don't have your phone number. Maybe they don't have your email address. Maybe they're worried about reaching out because the last time they did, somebody else got your messages. Or maybe you shut them down, right? I don't know. Maybe you weren't honest about who you were. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What a beautiful stag. It's not a stag, it's a female. That's interesting. I didn't think that hold on, I need to ask a question. Maybe it's because it's mystical. Wow, it is a beautiful stag. I'm looking at this beautiful stag and it's white. And it's got pink flowers on its beautiful white antlers. Incredible. It's beautiful. There's pearls of wisdom all over this. There's so much love radiating from this stag. Females don't have antlers. The stag is beautiful, and there's so much love and psychic connection coming from this one. Hold on to that truth. Chameleon spirit. Act as if. Well, my daughter rescues chameleons, right? She runs an organization. She's very, very connected, very intelligent, and works with scientists in regards to helping these animals. She got a new one for Christmas, just before Christmas, a very rare one. So the chameleon, you think about karma chameleon, right? Act as if. So chameleon is blending in. The number is temperance, 14. Temperance is when you hold yourself back. Why are you holding back? That's what we just asked. Why are you holding back? You're meant to. Right now, there's things that are changing on the outside, right? So we're being asked to come into harmony with what's going on around us. If we're feeling extremely sensitive at this time, that's good. It's good. There's a reason. We have our senses for a reason. So if we're feeling sensitive at this time, pay attention to your environment. Maybe you need a different environment, right? If you're in a rough environment, song right now goes along with this. You've got to maintain your integrity. You've got to maintain who you are, right? You have the ability to fit in and act as if, right? Like this black horse that's actually a white unicorn. Song, we don't fit in well. We are just ourselves. I could use some help getting out of this conversation. This song, I don't want to be at this party. Everybody's so different. My only fear is that we'll become beautiful people. People that are hung up on all the plastic society and prestige and the way it looks, right? So you might feel like you're out of your element. You're in uncharted territory. But Spirit says you've got the ability to fit in and act as if. Until it becomes familiar to you, until it becomes natural for you. So Spirit's saying, we don't want you to lose yourself. We don't want you to lose yourself. We want you to be able to adapt. Now maybe you have been, this one doesn't want to adapt to them, right? Those two are hanging out in a group of plastic people. And he says, my only fear is that we become like that. I don't want to become like that. But that doesn't mean that you don't get to go and do everything that where they've been and what they do. But you just be yourself. You stand in your integrity. So it could be that, because right now, if you are super sensitive like I am, the environment, I'm not fazed by all the flashing cameras. This one is beautiful, right? Lots of attention on this one, but I'm not fazed by that. We're just ourselves. This one is feeling stressed out, dealing with emotions that they're picking up that aren't even theirs. They're picking up the emotions of the ones around them because they've been trying to blend into an environment that wasn't like them. They've been hanging out around with beautiful people, or maybe they've been hanging out with a different crowd, with a Snoop Dogg crowd, right? But Spirit says, we don't want you to lose parts of yourself to adapt to that. Remember, I'm thinking about the dragon in the koi pond, the dragonfish in the koi pond. You have begun to be like them. You have forgotten who you are. It's time to get out of that pond. You have started to take on their characteristics. So we don't want to lose yourself. We don't want you to adapt by distracting yourself, right? We don't want you to, why are you there? Why are you there? Are you that one that was weighed down trying to carry the weight of the world? But you only have two hands, right? People that are feeling sorry for themselves. I'm a one-man rescue army or a one-woman rescue party, right? Figure it out. Figure it out, Spirit says. Not everything, not all conditions, not all elements match with you. You need to be able to just figure out who you are and who they are. You've got the ability to blend in, but you don't want to lose who you are. So Spirit says it's possible that at this time you need to take yourself out of that environment and allow some soothing for your gentle being, because you are a super sensitive, right? What could you do that would restore that sense of peace? What was that? Well, we'll find out when we'll see what the Affirmator has to say. Did we do everybody an Affirmator? We did, but that last one, I keep picking up the engagement, but that last one wasn't the last one, it was the one before. Remember the one that said go for a walk in the forest? The activity, get grounded. It's talking to me for sure. I'm wearing brown, right? Get away from the drama. Take a break from social media. That's why I was doing this reading, because it got me offline, right? It's me focusing only on spirit. Self-care, time out, whatever's going on, it's temporary. But you need some, that's why right now. So why are you feeling that you want to be with that one? Remember the song? You want to be with that one, you want to talk to that one, or you want that one to talk to you, but they're not. They're not reaching out. You want them to reach out. They want you to reach out. What's going on? You're both taking care of yourself. You're both needing self-care, right? But if you were of like mind, wouldn't that be a good place to go, right? To be with one like you, who would understand what you need, because they need the same thing, right? Song right now. She said she's gonna go. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta go. It's like 4:45 and I got a couple errands to run and I want to upload this video. There's a lot of messages in this. I'll have to listen back to this. I hope I got all the affirmators for everybody. I think I did. I have a question from Spirit about Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. I want you to show me who's who. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, which one swings both ways? That's what I want to know. Okay, love you guys. Talk soon.